yours to be pretty. It's 7, okay, meeting called to order, please. Can all rise for the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Whenever you are ready for roll call, Joni.
Tim Parrish?
Here.
Johanna Donahue?
Here.
Karen Tynas?
Here.
Rod Parrish?
Yes.
Rita Drain?
Here. Number 4, public comment, 3 minutes. Anybody?
I can do it
Okay.
if you like. I can,
Hold on, let me set my timer, please. Where's my timer?
If you could just say your name so the
my
board
name is
knows.
Barbara Ellison, and I'm here on behalf of the residents of Steuben Road in unincorporated McHenry, Nunda Township. I have a signed petition that I'm going to read to you, and I'm gonna leave it with you too. We, the undersigned residents of Steuben Road, would like to petition for the necessary road repairs. Our road has become unsafe to drive on or even to walk upon. It is full of holes, indentations, and cracks. After rains, big puddles form on the road because of the plugged culvert. The road was laid first in 2000, and we all financially contributed to it, meaning every household paid $3,000 toward the road, with an understanding that it would be maintained by the township. Since this time, almost nothing has been done in order to maintain the road, despite our request to the highway commissioner in Nunda. There are now weeds growing in the drainage areas. Our taxes are raising steadily, but the services we pay for are not being provided. Today in the morning, a crew showed up and patched a few holes. This was a superficial fix, and the first snowplow is going to take it off. We also have gravel coming from the road into our lawns when the plow comes in. Steuben Road has been so damaged due to neglect that needs to be torn out and completely repaved. We need a firm commitment from our elected highway commissioner, Mike Lesperance, he's not here, instead of promising this every year, year after year for the last several years. This is my neighbor Vince. Do you agree?
I agree.
Okay. That's all I have to say here.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Where is it Steuben Road? Is that what?
Steuben Road is, I explained, when you take 120 and you go from McHenry to Woodvolo, you pass Little Lake Road. It is to your right. On one side is a fire department, on another side is a library. When you turn into Steuben Road and you go about quarter of a mile, on your right side would be Steuben Road. It is after Lendo, and next is Steuben. If you go into Steuben, then you see the road. Now, Little Lake Road was paved last year finally, after some missteps. And the little patch was only put in front of Steuben Road, and nothing else was done. And I have pictures to pass here. I developed those pictures. Who would like to see the pictures?
Okay.
Maybe everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Let's take a
developed
look.
those pictures. I took those pictures foot by foot, from the beginning of Steuben Road to the very end when the garbage trucks are turning. And this is taken in September.
Do you know where that's at then? It's at the, would be the northeast corner of Moraine Hills.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So
Border-
if you take a
border
right-
Northeast, end of the park.
If you go south on Lily Lake Road to something.
I show you
If
the
you
sign
go north
petition,
off
it
of
is not
River
just
Road,
my
it's
concern,
on the
but all
left-hand
these
side
people.
at
I did
northeast
hear about
corner.
it.
Yeah, we went to Tom Weber.
Yes,
This
I
And
is
did
the
Tom
talk to
Weber-
his
where I
office.
believe
Tom
Nunda
Weber
Township
called
ends
Mike
actually.
Lesperance.
How many households
And I
are
have
there?
on my phone,
Probably
as an
20.
email from Tom Weber
And
office.
she said
that
2,000
Mike
was last page.
Lesperance's extension didn't
Then
work,
I
and
don't
he
know.
did not
You guys
return
did an
his call to
assessment,
Tom
you
Weber,
guys
as he
did
never
an
returned the
assessment,
call
tell us
to
what they
us.
have paid.
Completely
Yeah, well,
being
we formed
ignored.
our.
He did
I-
talk to Tom Weber.
Corporation, I
That must
guess.
have been after I
Bob
received the email,
Kalis,
because I can
believe,
show
was
you the
president.
email.
Yeah, he
Would
did
you
talk,
like to?
because I talked to Tom Weber.
Yeah, I
So,
have
no, I don't need to say
I
it.
can't
It's
remember who the
okay.
last
Yeah,
council
I know he
commissioner
talked to
might
him.
You
have
know
been
what,
that
I
council.
documented
Castle.
everything,
Pardon?
because I became
Don
very
Castle.
tired of
That's
damaging
it.
my
Thank you.
vehicle
Right.
after paying taxes,
But
we
we had
just
to
got
bring it
our
up the
increase in the
grade
mail.
first with
Right, they made
storm
us-
sewers and
Yeah.
and things like that.
Here.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
he didn't even come.
So it's
Okay,
not
well,
private road.
Oh, you want me to
it's
get, I
dedicated
can
No,
keep it.
that's
Yeah.
for you,
Okay,
please,
great.
I have
Okay.
copies of
Okay.
everything.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Can I get some water?
Oh,
Of
yes,
course.
sure, of course.
Thank you.
Number 5, I'm sorry?
The cups are underneath it. You want me to get, I have to get my phone.
Okay, time out. Did you find the cup?
Did you find
No,
it?
I didn't find it. I'm
Thanks.
sorry to interrupt you.
I'll get it.
So number 5, we have audit presentation.
I just hope that I will.
George, you have the floor to start super slow, because she's not gonna write down everything you say, so.
She'll try. No, I'll just do the short half hour, 45 minutes.
You got time.
Okay.
It's okay.
I'd like to thank the township again for the opportunity to work with township. This year, what you have before you, or what you have in your PDFs. or-
Everyone was emailed copies.
Okay. That you had as a copy is what we call an unmodified opinion, a clean opinion, which means that the financial statements of the township, the results of operation, financial position at year end, we believe are materially accurate, reflecting, its position as well as its activities over the course of the year. And most of you have been through an audit before, I believe, and so, I may not have to go back to and explain about how it's all done and everything. One of the things that, just I kind of highlighted is basically your results and where you're at, just kind of, and go from there, respond to a few questions. I usually look at page 16, which just says, our cash at the end of the year was about 2.9 million. And that's basically before the tax revenues for this year. The results of operations, which are a couple pages after, show that we have excess of revenues over expenditures this year. And so, basically, our fund balances, we looked at our fund balances, and our fund balances are not quite, equal to what our expenditures are for the year. They look to be pretty close to about 9 months or 8 months of, which is a good balance for a township. Nothing, that's out of the ordinary. Most of them have an operating balance about that, primarily because you never know when property taxes, in this county, they've been fairly steady. In other counties, they're still waiting on property tax. Your neighbors kind of to the southeast of here, Cook County, they're significantly late. So we had an excess of about $1 million last year overall. Not all the income that came in last year, I should say all of the income that we had last year was accounted for, recorded in the proper accounts. Disbursements we found, supporting documentation for everything. Staff was extremely helpful in providing us the information that we needed, and when we needed clarification, that was provided. So that was done, expediently, so I just wanted to let you know that that was helpful to help us get this done. Our IMRF is funded, our pension plan is funded, so unlike some of the other state plans, it's funded, and so as we go forward, your current percentage rate, 8, something like that. 6 this year. It dropped a little bit, last year was 8, it's 6, primarily
It's dropping
because,
again,
well,
anticipated.
it's anticipated to drop, but IMRS based on a 5-year average. And so this year, it may not add to that average much in terms of return on investment. So, but, you know, they kind of average out 5 years. And so we've had 4 or 5 years of pretty good returns in the market. This year, we'll, you know, kind of have a little bit of adjustment, but nothing drastic. You know, going forward, we're still seeing a decrease in the percentage, and our funding is 100%. So that's, you know, really good for small municipals. Unlike some of the pensions for, you hear of police and fire, they're down in the 30% range. So if after you've looked at it, you had any questions, I'd be more than happy to entertain those.
What is the balance that the road district carries compared to the balance that you found?
Well, the road district has about, this year about 1.6 in fund balance. It has annual expenditures last year of about 3.3 million. So about, you know, half of a year,
Yeah.
6 months. So, you know, it's kind of in line with a lot of the other funds that you have. I mean, the ones that, you know, you don't expend all the time is MFP, but you guys don't monitor or manage that. That's kind of through the county too.
You get what you get.
Right. So in that respect, you know, GA is well funded. That's the one that, you know, I know you're, you have, you know, property tax comes in, and then depending on what the expenditures are, those expenditures go out. So, I mean, that's nothing you can really plan on. You don't, you know, you'd like to not to have to spend GA, but you do. So, but overall, I think you're probably right in line. You haven't built up any funds. So, and if afterwards you have a question, Lita knows my number.
I do by heart.
Thank you very much.
Thanks,
Thank
George.
you.
Thank you.
All right, number 6, review and approval of the minutes of the regular board meeting dated Thursday, September 8th. Motion, please.
So moved.
Second.
I'll second.
Discussion, comments? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Number 7, township warrants for approval for payment for October 13th in the amount of $24,841.18.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Discussion,
What
comments?
do we have?
Tim? Any discussion? I have one. The window, All-American, the balance is due, the windows are in, however, Rob, maybe you can help me, that window hasn't gotten repaired.
The one on the second floor over
Right,
there? the
so I'm
sill?
recommending we withhold the portion until that's repaired, but
Sure.
I don't know, 500?
How much we were paying per window?
I don't know what we're paying for window.
I would just divide it up by the number of windows you put in there and just would hold that much in retainage.
He doesn't have it broken down, so I need them out like tonight.
$850.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, or we could just go count them.
So the bills, okay, I gotta get out my calculator. I was thinking 500, which would've made it easier, so give me 1 second.
Okay, how about 2 times 500?
Okay, so we owe 56.85. How about, I'm making a motion to pay 5,000
And hold back 685.
and hold back 685 until that window's repaired.
That's fine.
Because I don't, the bill, we made a deposit and I got a bill for the whole thing, they didn't even remember, which I'm not judging. But I want that fixed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So the new motion is to pay the warrants last $685 to All-American.
And do you need a motion to approve that?
let's do that, because I'm not 100% sure, but I believe so.
Wait a minute.
I'm gonna get a new amount, give me one second, please.
Okay, so we didn't, so, hold on. Need to vote on approving the township warrants.
In the amount of 24,000 minus 685 for All-American, till we get the window repaired. Which would leave the balance due of 24,156.16.
Okay, so Karen was the first, Tim was the second.
Any other discussions or comments for it?
You contacted him already, right? Told him,
I contacted him a while ago.
Oh, yeah.
Though. Yeah.
Okay, so we're voting on
So we're voting
all the
on
warrants minus
685.
Okay.
So when you're ready,
Ready?
please.
Karen Tynas?
yes.
Johanna Donahue?
Yes.
Tim Parrish?
Yes.
Rod Parrish?
Yes.
Lita Drain?
Yes. Motion carries. No. Did someone say something? I'm sorry? Number 8, road district
Wait.
warrants. What?
Because you made a motion on a motion, so we have to vote on that motion you made.
Isn't that what we just voted on?
Well, you just voted on the warrants, to pay the warrants.
Okay, so let's backtrack just to cover our
So,
grounds.
we just voted on the
So-
warrants, now we should vote on
The amount.
the payment of that bill, I don't.
I think Joni's right.
Minus the amount.
Well, you did the warrants minus what you're holding back,
Okay.
but because you made a separate motion, I believe.
Okay, so let's make a motion to approve my motion to
pay
withhold the
To pay
685.
the 5,000 for that company.
Okay.
So we
Okay.
need a
So
first
can we
and a
get a
second.
motion?
I'll make that motion.
Tim?
And I'll second.
Joe?
And then when you're ready to get approval.
Okay. Karen?
Yes.
Tynas? Tim Parrish?
Yes.
Rod Parrish?
Yes.
Johanna Donahue?
Yes.
Lita Drain?
Yes, that motion carries.
Yes, sorry.
Thank you. All right, we'll go back to 8, road district warrants for approval for payment in the amount of $367,266.58. Motion,
Yes.
Johanna?
second?
Tim?
Second.
Tim?
Yeah,
Karen.
Karen?
it doesn't matter.
Which one?
Karen.
Karen?
Should have straws up there, straws.
Comments, discussions?
I just have a question. The bill to Curran, that's for asphalt for roads that we repaired,
Yes.
is that correct?
Yes. That's his paving crew.
So that's, okay,
That's, 19 days of paving. It's not a season, it's not a month, it's 19 days.
okay.
Anything else?
Just wondering if that trailer he bought for 34.5 went out for competitive bid. I don't know if Joni saw anything.
Yes,
did.
Okay.
actually it did.
Okay.
We opened that bid, yeah.
Okay.
That was the only bid, by
Oh, really?
Who's the vendor?
the way. Who
Napa.
owns,
It's something with a K.
oh, I can
Oh,
tell you right
Adam
now.
sorry,
Steele.
Got it.
That Adams.
It used to be Adam Steele now.
Happy.
Anything else?
I guess I wanna add, if we're talking about paving, we could probably add that to new business, but then talk about bringing this road on that needs to be paved.
We could talk about that later.
Okay.
Roll call, if there's nothing else, please. What was that look?
I got ahead of myself, I'm sorry, I'm
Oh my
sorry.
gosh,
Rob Parrish?
It was
Yes.
scary.
Tim Parrish?
Yes.
Karen Tynas?
Yes.
Johanna Donahue?
Yes.
Lita Drain?
Yes, motion carries, thank you. Number 9, resolution 1013-2022-01, which releases the minutes from prior executive sessions.
Make the motion to approve that?
Second,
I'll second.
all in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Number 10, discussion and approval of posting the 2023 annual town levy for all township funds, town general assistance, all road and bridge, permanent hard road, IRMF, insurance, social security, and the cemetery fund.
Make a motion.
Second,
I'll second.
all in favor?
Aye.
What?
Aye.
Oh, any discussion, I'm so sorry. Get me all scared.
It's like we kept them flat on the township side.
We did. Cemetery's the only one that went up.
Cemetery, yeah.
Our maintenance costs in the cemetery is almost what our levy is.
Wow.
But he talked about that last year, I remember him saying that it was going up.
And it will probably go up
Keep
again.
going up,
The-
yeah, that's what he
The
said.
company doing it
Yeah.
has already forewarned us.
Yeah, I remember
And they do
talking
an
about that.
amazing,
They
do a good
actually
job.
do.
amazing
Yeah.
job. Couldn't be happier.
Yep.
Any other discussion?
We have a place.
All those in favor?
We have a
We didn't do that yet. You stopped me for discussion. So we're gonna do it again. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. They'll be posted on the website and at the town hall tomorrow. And they won't be called upon till December because it's not a 30-day period between meetings. That's why we are posting them now.
Okay.
My report. The windows are in. Oh, gosh, the newsletter went out. I don't know who's on the mail distribution, and I apologize. It went out 3 times because errors. I was looking at the wrong piece of paper when I was posting stuff.
I did send it to a couple people.
It was very, I have to say, I was very happy I had the email ability to correct it. And if you could get me the, if you know the new
HOA?
HOA.
Yeah,
Because I know
did.
you guys have your own website.
Yeah,
So we
okay.
flop sides. I love not going to the post office and carrying all those boxes. I am concerned about the number of people we're hitting. It's not a lot. MDC is making a robocall tomorrow. So we just have to, printing, as you saw, was a lot less. I don't know if you guys saw the bill. It's $200 versus $2,000. And it's a great avenue for emergency situations to get the word out, having that. And now I'm kind of still learning curve to figure out how to put stuff in the boxes, but we're getting there. So I apologize for all the errors, but it's done. The windows are done. And concerning Steuben Road, or if you want to do this, the new business, Tom Weber's office also contacted my office. And I did talk to Mike. He wasn't aware of the potholes. That's why they were put back out there. And engineering work is in the process of being done. It is scheduled to be done in the spring, but not all the engineering work is complete. That's why it wasn't completed. And I don't know his schedule of how he decides what goes where, so I can't answer that, but you know, I'm sure.
Let me say something to you, in answer that Mike Lesperance was not aware. He was contacted many times. I personally came to his office, which was about 3 years ago, and I showed him different pictures of students.
The big pothole?
Yes, potholes, weeds, everything.
Okay.
And he was very dismissive toward me.
Okay.
He was also called, like I said, Tom Weber even started to call, he said that he called.
Yeah, he talked to Tom Weber.
Well, eventually, yes, but first his extension wasn't working, and somebody named Casey was answering. And I tell you what, we did not vote for Casey, and let me tell you.
His, I don't mean to interrupt you, but his his phone does not, I didn't even know this till a couple months ago. His voicemail is not set up, so if he's not there, it does go to Casey and someone answers it.
Can I say something else here? I'll be very quick. I get up. In February of 2013, there was a blizzard. And Mike Lesperance was walking from home to home on Steuben Road. He climbed on my very steep, long and icy driveway, knocked on my door, gave me a bunch of pamphlets and asked for my voice. I was very impressed with him. I said, yes, of course, look at the effort you put in. We voted for him. And after which he turned his back on us. He was very dismissive. He didn't want to take phone calls. He didn't respond to emails, and he pretended that he didn't know anything. Where is he tonight? He's not even here, okay? I am sorry, I just have to tell you all. And this is he's a difficult person. When I came to his office to talk to him about it, he was a completely different person from the person who asked me for my vote. That's all I have to say about it.
Okay.
And I really hope that the Steuben Road will be fixed soon.
I know it's on the schedule for the spring.
I know, but he's telling this every year how this is going to be next year. It is going on for, you see, that Steuben Road was so damaged because of neglect. Now it has to be completely torn. We paid for it. Each household, $3,000 in the year 2000. We have 2022, and still nothing next year. And I'm sure that next year will be, we need a firm commitment, like next year when? Or please do the immediate, so our cars are not going to get damaged. It's dangerous on this street. I just showed you pictures.
Well, I'll let him know you're here tonight and ask him to
Okay.
give you a call.
Mhm,
So if you wanna
okay.
leave your phone number with me before you
Yeah,
leave.
that would be great if he does something eventually.
Okay. I think that is all I have. I'm hoping we're not nailed. It's nice to see the leaves already falling. I hope, any avenue you have to get the word out, to tell people to go to the website or sign up for the newsletter, please do.
Mhm.
And again, I apologize for the 3 people, well, maybe 2, because Butch is here, for all the corrections to the newsletter, but that's, oh, Rob, thank you for the, library. I see someone's already putting stuff in there, because there's some kid books in there, and the seniors bring stuff that I see are gone, so it's nice, thank you.
Yeah, Maddie did a very nice job on the little plaque that's in
I
there.
did not see that, I will look. That's all I have.
I couldn't register for the newsletter. Every time I put in 40 Center Street, it kicked me out, it said it wasn't a legit, address. So I tried
You
putting.
don't put in your address, you put in your email.
I do, but the whole list, when you go all the way down, you have to put in everything in there.
You don't have to, you can just put your email.
Okay, every time I hit submit, it won't go because it's.
I'll
keeps
try and do it
boxing
for
out
you
the red.
tomorrow.
Okay, that's it.
Is anyone else on it?
I'm on it.
Well, you are, I saw that look you gave me.
Yeah, and I'm
Are
on,
you
and then
on?
I also went to the regular website and pulled the newsletter off, and then I texted it to a bunch of people that said
Yes,
they didn't
I'm
get
gonna
it,
put
so
it
I
on
just started
Nunda
doing that.
Neighbors on
Yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Someone did,
Oh, they did?
or no,
I didn't
sorry,
see
baby.
it.
I would put on the
It
Nunda
might
Neighbors.
be Baby Beach.
I think
I was
It was
gonna put it-
Jason Collada.
Oh,
He did it.
okay.
No, it was Jason Sapanic. It was Sapanic.
I was gonna say Jason
No,
Clark
he
did
did.
not do
Sapanic
that.
did.
Add Rob.
I'll add it to our neighborhood page.
Thank you, I appreciate it. And if anyone needs a copy, let me know. Tony?
I have nothing.
No, we'll start with Karen. Oh, Karen, I'd also like to say I'm sorry for everything you've been through.
Thank you.
I hope it all works out for the best.
It'll get better. No, I don't really think I have anything. Just, thank you for coming and for bringing the pictures. Do you want those back before you go?
No,
We
I
can
have
keep them?
duplicates of everything. Please keep the signed petition of everybody. I can even give you phone numbers of everybody who signed the petition, so you can verify with them. And you can keep the pictures, please do. Maybe Mike Lesperez can look at the pictures, because he certainly didn't look at the road, you know?
He's
So
been out
pictures,
there.
You know, please, I really appreciate everything, you know? Thank you so much.
Johanna, are you done? Karen,
I'm done, yes.
I'm good, I'll just take care of the HOA, the president, and then,
Thank you.
none of the neighbors put that out.
You'll do that?
Chrissy Betts, isn't she the one that runs that?
I have no clue. No, I
There's-
think Justin Fransky started it.
Oh, there's another Nunda one too.
Okay.
But
I will
reach out
get
to
it
her.
on the one I know of.
You get on the one that you know, and then I'll get on the other one.
Thank you.
What are you doing? Forward? The leaf.
The newsletter.
Forwarding the newsletter
Yeah.
on one of the Nunda sites that I know of.
Tim, are you done? I'm sorry.
Yes.
I don't mean to be going
Thank you.
fast.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So saying, thanks for coming, thanks for bringing the pictures, obviously it shows that
Yes, I
you're,
appreciate everything, and I'm very happy that I came here and I finally have my voice heard, because I don't think it was heard before when I talked to my grandparents. And I wish he was here tonight, so I can directly talk to him and ask him, how many times did we try to email, call you, and visit your office?
yeah, I would agree, we'd like to see him here as well, but I do appreciate you bringing the pictures in, showing the neglect on that road, and it does need attention, and hopefully he'll put you on the schedule for next year.
Yeah, at least something, please, before the winter comes. Because when the plows come, they're gonna destroy whatever we have on the street. If he cannot repave it or reconstruct it this year, at least we need some immediate, and there was very little done. And I went myself, I touched that tar that he put, it's very soft. First plow that comes is gonna take everything off. You're more than welcome to come and see it for yourself. It's about 15 minutes away from here.
Thanks to Bush for coming, we appreciate seeing you. That's all I got.
Rod,
Thank you for coming. 2 or 3 weeks ago, there was a family that came in here that was also had issues with Mike, and that their subdivision was massacred with no plan in place that anyone was informed of what was happening. They came here to ask what's happening and can we get accountability to it. Mike wasn't here that day either. I can't say Mike does come or doesn't come. That's his choice, whether he can be here or not. Unfortunately, he's not accountable to us in this manner, which I think that he should be if he was an elected official.
Absolutely.
Part of being an elected official is having good customer
This is
service.
all we ask for.
Right. Well, it's not that he doesn't have the money. I mean, he's asking for $3.1 million next year. He spent $367,000 this month, and $199,000 just on asphalt in 19 days. There's no reason he can't send one 3-man crew in there, fill your potholes and get them rolled before winter. He's probably putting cold patch in, which isn't gonna hold up.
Amen to
Okay.
this. If you see that patch, that I will just, you can basically with my nail, I could just like
Right.
undermine this.
Yeah, it's cold patch, so it's malleable. With the water underneath it, it's not gonna hold, it's gonna get
Yes.
ejected. What I would do is every person that's on there, start sending them emails and phone calls. You're gonna have to barrage them to make them do something.
Yes, yeah.
I'm sorry that's the situation that you're in, but unfortunately, that's the way he works.
That's why I got petitions signed by 20 people on the street.
Right, you have a lot of concerned citizens. I would think that you would be attentive to that and get out there and take care of it. That's all I got. Thanks,
any, number 12, any new business? 13, any old business? 14, any public comment?
Butch,
Come on, Butch, give us
Come on,
something.
you.
what's going on with the
Come on.
thumb?
The finger.
Finger.
It's still there. Haven't amputated it yet, but
Right.
All right.
never trim your fingernails with a chainsaw.
Are you, on this new business, sorry, do we ever do a trunk or treat? We just do the Easter
We
egg
have
hunt.
never,
Okay.
never. Actually, it crossed my mind.
We're done here in minutes.
Okay, well, thank you
And
very much for
I,
your-
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
not sure how that would work.
There's more power
I
in
was
more
thinking
places.
maybe talking
When you band together.
That's what I believe.
Mike
I know,
and
but
incorporating,
Signed piece of
doing,
paper that doesn't have any weight. in it.
truck, touch truck later and incorporating it with that.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that'd be
Because I know they
cute.
do that in Crystal Lake by the beach.
Do they? That'd be cute.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me know, if you decide it's
So,
something you wanna do,
I
I'll
am
donate some
anticipating
candy.
doing Santa Claus,
Oh, really?
if I could con someone into being,
Mark,
if I
Are you
could.
thinking of doing it down
Yeah,
here?
no, I don't think so.
Yeah, right, are you gonna do it down here, you think?
Yeah.
Butch, they need Santa, they need a Santa.
We need to
Okay.
see if Santa's available this year,
Growing.
and I would like him to drive around on one of the trucks.
That'd be cute
Do
too.
you remember when the fire department used to do that?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
used to, when the kids were little?
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you.
Good night, thank you.
So, if anyone has any suggestions, let me know.
We just
I
don't,
have to remember to do that.
yeah, we just don't wanna do it at the same time Prager School does theirs, cause that's a huge
The
turnout.
big one,
Yeah,
they usually do that the first week of December,
yeah,
but I noticed it was later, so
yeah, I think last year, I think it was the
Yeah,
second
so-
weekend.
whoever wants to be. Anything else?
Nope,
Motion to adjourn,
motion.
Second.
so moved. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes, motion carries. Meeting adjourned. We're done.
Do we have a Facebook page for Nunda?
No, we don't. We never wanted to do it, so it never was, and quite frankly,